There's a certain look in the eyes of someone who has endured too much. It isn't simply exhaustion, and it isn't about age. It's the gaze of a soul that has lived 100 lifetimes inside one body. If you often feel older than your years, or detached from the small dramas of daily life because you've survived experiences that would shatter most people, listen closely. You may be telling yourself that you're damaged, that you're worn down, broken, or that the spark you once had is gone. But psychology paints a very different picture. While post-traumatic stress is widely discussed, its equally powerful counterpart is rarely mentioned: post-traumatic growth. If you've walked through fire and made it out the other side, you didn't just survive. You developed a rare set of psychological strengths that people who lived comfortable lives will never fully understand. These are the signs that trauma didn't destroy you, it forged you into something unbreakable. The first strength is what I call high-definition empathy. Most people understand pain in theory. You understand it in texture. You've lived in the dark, and because of that, you can recognize someone else standing there instantly. You may have noticed that strangers open up to you with surprising speed, sharing their deepest truths within minutes. This isn't coincidence. It's because you no longer carry the judgment that blocks real connection. You know how fragile life is, so you don't linger on the surface. Your depth becomes a magnet for others who are healing. Simply by existing as you are, you become a refuge. Because you remember how unbearable it is to have nowhere safe to land. But feeling deeply, while beautiful, can also be draining if left unprotected. And your past didn't just make you softer, it also made you stronger, where it truly counts. That leads to the second trait: your ability to function in chaos. Psychologists refer to this as crisis competence. When unexpected disaster strikes, a medical emergency, financial collapse, sudden loss, most nervous systems go into panic. People freeze. But you've probably noticed something different in yourself. When things fall apart, you grow calmer. Your stress baseline shifted long ago. You've already survived hell. A flat tire or a harsh comment doesn't rattle you because you've already faced the dragon and lived. While others are spiraling, you become the still center of the storm, the one thinking clearly, forming a plan. You aren't numb, you're seasoned. Your resilience is so developed that events which would ruin someone else's week barely register for you. Yet being the calmest person in the room is only part of the story. The true rarity of your character shows up after the crisis passes, when you choose who you want to be. That's where the third, most powerful strength emerges. Radical authenticity. Someone who has truly suffered has no tolerance for what's fake. When you've lost everything, or been pushed to your limit, the ego dissolves. You stop trying to impress people who don't matter. Status symbols lose their shine. Many people live in constant fear of judgment, hiding behind masks. You burned yours long ago just to stay warm. You speak honestly, even when it's uncomfortable. You value time more than money because you understand it's never guaranteed. This can intimidate those living a lie, but it deeply attracts those searching for truth. In a world obsessed with appearances, you are unmistakably real. So let's redefine what it means to be broken. In Japan, there's an art called kintsugi. When a bowl shatters, it isn't discarded. It's repaired with gold. The cracks aren't hidden, they're highlighted. The belief is that the object becomes more beautiful, more valuable, and stronger than it ever was. That is you. You are not worn out. You are a vessel reinforced with gold. The fractures in your past aren't defects. They're evidence of growth. You can hold more light because you were broken open. Don't envy those who walked easy paths. Ease makes people fragile. You are anti-fragile. You weren't shaped by comfort. You were shaped by pressure. And you're still standing. That kind of strength doesn't need validation, but it deserves recognition. If this message resonated with you, take a second to like this video. Share it with someone who's been through more than they ever talk about. And if you want more short, honest reflections on psychology, resilience, and human behavior, subscribe to the channel. One video at a time, we go deeper and we get stronger.